Hi, I'm Sue Palmer. I'm a veterinary physiotherapist and an equine body worker, and I'd like to welcome you to this DVD. What we're going to do here is teach you about how to massage your own horse and how to improve his health and well-being. Do you have a horse that you'd like to help improve his performance? Do you have a horse that you'd like to keep in good health? Do you have a horse that feels a bit stiff when you're riding him? He finds it more difficult to go to the left or the right. Perhaps he tilts his head to one side. Perhaps he finds it a bit difficult coming through from behind. He finds it difficult to lift through his back. Might find it more difficult to strike off on one canter leg. Or maybe he's developed habits such as bucking or rearing or napping. Perhaps he's feeling cold-backed. Perhaps he's a bit girth shy, reactive, overreactive when you do the girth up. All of these problems can be helped with massage. The aim of this DVD is to teach you a basic massage routine that you can use with your own horse. We'll teach you how to help reduce pain or soreness or tension or stiffness in your horse. We'll give you some ideas of how to look for when it might be time to call a professional out to assess and treat your horse, and also how you can support that professional with the massage techniques that you can use to actively promote your horse's health and well-being. This DVD is not aimed to teach you how to fully assess and treat your own horse. It's not aimed to replace the work of a professional, and it's not aimed to give you a qualification in massaging horses. So the first move we're going to talk about is effleurage. This is a really nice move, a move that we use to introduce ourselves to the horse, let the horse get the feel of our hands. We use it at the beginning, at the end of the massage routine, and it's a massage move in its own right, a very important massage move. So effleurage is basically a sliding or a gliding movement, and in this routine we're going to use it with the palm of our hand doing the work. So we're going to take the palm of the hand, and what we want is as much of that surface area to be in contact with the surface area that we're trying to massage. So if I take my forearm, for example, and practice the massage move there, I'm going to place the palm of my hand on my forearm. I'm going to apply a little bit of pressure, and I'm going to slide up the surface that I want to massage, release the pressure, but keep touching the skin, and slide back down again. I'm going to apply a little bit of pressure, slide up the area that I want to massage, release the pressure and slide down again. And repeat that as many times as necessary. A couple of common issues that go on here. One is people getting very tense in their fingers. So the fingers will lock out and you're not getting as much of the surface area of the palm as you should do. So the massage move will look a bit like this. Not only is that not going to be comfortable for the horse, it's also going to cause a lot of tension in your wrist, so it's going to make you very uncomfortable very quickly. So we want to keep the fingers relaxed and as much of the surface area of the palm in contact with the forearm as possible. Another common problem is people applying the pressure, doing a lovely effleurage move, but then releasing the pressure, coming right off the skin and going back down to the beginning again. That loses the connection with the horse and it loses some of the feeling that you get through the massage. So you want to make sure you slide up with relaxed fingers, relaxed hand, release the pressure but keep in touch with the skin and slide back down to the beginning of that muscle again. So going to use 3 effleurage moves, 3 compression moves, and then 3 effleurage moves. So the effleurage is very light, small amount of pressure up towards the pole, release the pressure and slide back down. And you can see quite clearly from Belle's reaction how relaxing this is. Compression. Next we're going to look at the trapezius muscle. This muscle runs from the spina scapula up towards the middle of the neck and up towards the middle of the back. So if you can imagine, it's a triangle shape here covering this area, and then on the other side as well it's a triangle, Hence it's called the trapezius muscle, because if you put it over both sides, it's trapezius shaped.
Nice.
And we're going to find our spine of scapula. So I run my hand back, find the front of the shoulder blade, come back a little bit further and find that dip. And then that's the spine of scapula running on this angle here. Okay, I draw across about halfway down. Again, you won't see the chalk very clearly until it dries. I pick a spot halfway up her neck. She's got a nice easy whirl to work with here. I draw a spot there. And then I pick a spot about halfway under where the saddle would sit and draw across there. Okay, join my dots. That gives me my nice triangle shape. The fibres in this muscle run like a fan, so they all come into the spine of scapula. Okay, so there's our fibres on this muscle. It's important to remember where the fibres are, because that's what affects the directions that we massage in. I'm just going to colour this muscle in fully for you now, remembering that this is not the exact position of the muscle, but it's a good enough positioning to be able to know where we're trying to massage. And the idea of this is that you do this with your horse. You go get yourself some chalk, dip it in some water, and then come draw these muscles onto your horse. It doesn't hurt them at all. Really good learning process. And I'm not an artist. As often as you want. You can massage once a day, once a week, once a month. It's really what suits you and your horse and what fits into your time frame. If I had a choice, I'd say go for once a week. That gives you a chance to fully assess your horse each week, keep an eye on his physical condition and give him a health boost every week.